Hello everyone, my name is Caden and welcome back to more Robotics Notes Elite. Last time, we got the Naya ending, and then I had to go about fixing the save file because I kind of screwed it up in how I entered the tweepos, meaning I couldn't get any paths until I spent like 2 hours, I think, last episode, doing nothing but hitting the right messages. But it seems to have worked! Because now we're in day 7 properly. So, I'm still going to be using the guide from now on. So let me pull it up real quick. Here we go. Alright. Alright, there you go. Now, let's get into it, shall we? I think this starts off with us reading from Frau's perspective. Yeah, this is definitely Frau's perspective. That's the wrong button.
The last time I saw Mama, it was at the doorway of our home in Tokyo. It was a small apartment in the center of Tokyo. Mama, who was forced to have an irregular lifestyle due to her job, would leave at different times on different days. Some days she'd leave earlier than Papa, who was an office worker. Other times she'd leave in the evening and not come home until the morning. The day I last saw her, it was early in the morning. Mama was hurriedly preparing for work, circles under her eyes from working all night. She ate half the bread I prepared for her and only sipped at her coffee. Alright, Kona-chan, I'm off. You only need to make breakfast for Papa, okay? I think I'll be back in the evening, so let's eat dinner together. Okay, take care, Mama. See you later. I knew she was tired from staying up all night, but Mama was as cheerful as always. Before heading out the door, she turned around to wave to me, then left the house. But she never came back.
It's interesting seeing all these connecting pieces of who's all involved in this. Like, who all's involved with the Committee of 300 or the Kimijima reports? Obviously Frau's mother, but there's no denying that Fujita has some sort of connection to all this too. Because in the Kimijima report number 4, I believe, yeah. In Kimijima report number 4, one of the tasks is specifically requiring Gojiro, the robot that Fujita built. No matter what, Fujita is somehow connected to all this as well. And where has Frau's mother gone? That episode never aired and only got leaked recently in the game. Did she know what the committee was doing? Did Frau's mother know what the committee was going to do and thus made the final episode of Gunvarl what it is? But as a result, the committee found out and tried to silence her? Again, the question is Frau's mother dead? It's very possible, and you might even say likely, but at the same time, there's nothing suggesting she is dead. She could just be missing, hiding, or something.
When I open my eyes, I see a slightly dirty ceiling above me, and a dark and dusty room surrounding me. The PC I left on continues to make its usual sounds. My hands and feet are cold. They almost feel frozen. It's like they aren't even my own. I'm so cold. But it's not bad coldness. If only I could be frozen solid for all eternity. That was bad. What puny shit am I up to, first thing in the morning? The shaking of my laughter makes the tears run from my eyes down to my temples. I guess I must have been crying while I slept. I slowly raise myself up. I wrap myself in a blanket, indulging in its comfortable, soft feel. I'm really thirsty, but I have no drinks at hand. There are a few mineral water balls on the floor, but they're all empty. The fridge is near the entrance. I have to walk to it. Way too much work for someone who just woke up. Whatever. I check the Kill Ballad online match stats on the several monitors lined up in front of me. This is always the first thing I do when I wake up. I then open the home screen on my Pokecom. Genki-kun, what time is it?
About 9:31 p.m. It's almost time to go sleep. I'm still full of fighting spirit.
The Genki-kun bot I created answers from my Pokecom screen. It's night. 3 days after arriving on the island, I completely lost my sense of night and day. It's not coming back anytime soon. Not that it was any different in Tokyo. I'd wake up in the morning, at noon, at night, whatever. When I go to bed, varies wildly from day to day. Rosetta-tan, check the mailbox.
Okay, you have 1,136 messages. This is after eliminating spam. 6 messages are from people related to the Frau Kojiro factory. 11 work inquiries. 282 seemingly positive messages received from kill ballot users. 837 and seemingly negative messages.
Yeah, complaints and trolls, I get it. I'm sure my Tweepo account is also filled with slander and all kinds of abuse. It wasn't this bad when Kill Battle was first released. But once you move 20 million copies, the haters come out in full force. Not to mention that when I moved here, the mass media caught wind of it. How? No clue. The fact that Kojiro Frau is just a 17-year-old girl got exposed to the public. It didn't take long for my info to spread across the internet. No putting it back in the box. Now I get sexually harassed, death threats, and lots of calls where all I can hear is heavy breathing.
Jesus fucking Christ. This is not what I expected to deal with when I started today's episode. I always just saw Frau as the weird pervert character, but I'm now realizing she's definitely got a lot more going to her in Jesus Christ.
I'm sure everyone is just mad that a high school girl managed to strike it rich. Nice jealousy in the mail. Delete all negative messages.
Understood. Deleting now.
I'm not gonna let the slander get to me. I have tougher skin than that. I decided to focus my gaze on a cardboard box in the corner of the room. That's where I've carefully stored the original Genga and production materials for the Gunvarl anime. It's already been over 2 months since the legendary final episode was leaked. Online supposed fans are still going over each frame in the 4-minute, 31-second video. But to me personally, it's no different to watching pieces of human garbage.
Okie dokie.
I want to throw up. How dare they defile Gunvarl like this? I even posted something like that on Tweepo. I hope they find them soon. Whoever leaked the final episode. I hope they're found. It'd be even better if it were Mama. As long as I have that single ray of light to hold on to. I'll tough out even...
Okay.
My Chunibyo is what makes me wonderful. Though I'm not actually throwing up. After laughing, I bite my lip hard. I cut into my skin and taste the blood filling my mouth.
What did I just... What? How do you want me to continue off of that? What? Excuse you. What do you want me to do? Okay. The wind's gotten pretty cold, I think to myself. I feel a bit chilly, probably because I was riding on my scooter. If I feel this way in long sleeves, that must mean autumn is coming to an end.
Subaru! Jun, you're right here. Mad respect.
Akio gets off her scooter and excitedly waves her hand. Now, what I'm curious about is, did the ending of, did the root of, like, Phase 6 actually happen in this route? Like, I don't know. No trespassing. Why is this different? It's been a while since I've had a dream. Usually I sleep so deep I don't remember my dreams. It doesn't say I have to reply to anything specifically here, so I can just answer however. How are you? Surprise plan, go, no go's, decision will be a go. Aki-chan came to pick me up, played 20 minutes, 3-1, ugh. The small craft project came out decent considering I just finished healing up. It was a good rehab knowing I still got it. Okay. This seems like it's telling me that, yes, Phase 6 did happen. Phase 6 did happen, like, even though we technically skipped over viewing it again, it still happened. Okay, that's good to know. Because, yeah, Doc would have to be doing his, like have the operation done or whatever, blah, blah, blah. 1109, solar storm news. Currently, a solar proton phenomenon is happening. It is highly active, so please be careful. The solar storm news has been pretty active recently. It's probably another end-of-the-world scam. I'm worried because of what happened in America. I don't want to be involved in a riot. The riot in America wasn't directly connected to a solar storm. They were already in a nerve-wracking situation, and to add to that, a solar storm hit, which blew it up. A riot wouldn't happen in Japan just because a solar storm hit. Japan as a country has a lot of natural disasters like earthquakes and typhoons, so people are used to disasters. I'm sure that people will stay calm when the solar storms come. I bet Japanese people will still try to go to work because they are corporate slaves. Excuse me? We won't start a riot even if we have complaints about the government and society. Being too quiet can be an issue, but we're proud of our sense of enduring crisis when a disaster hits. I still don't know what D is for. This section has never had anything. Wow, everyone's got new outfits, by the way. This is weird. I assume it's the winter outfit, or cold outfits, whatever. Subaru. How? I'm sorry, You... 18. I call bullshit. That is a child with a fake ID. TNSC's first Osaki office. Model 2 is being assembled here when Akio and I arrive. Jun and Subaru are waiting. What do these two usually talk about? I can't even imagine it.
Good morning, Akio-chan. Yashio-kun.
Jun and Subaru are holding cans of milk tea. Those hot? Where'd you get them? Kinda want one myself. I glance around but find no vending machines nearby.
Oh, Hiraku-kun went out of his way to get these from a 10-minute trip away. I told him it was fine since there was no vending machines nearby, but he insisted.
Huh?
What is it?
In here, I thought you didn't have a considerate bone in your body.
He probably doesn't. He just found an excuse to escape from the awkwardness of being alone with Jun-chan.
Huh?
How'd you know? Wait, no. I'm not saying I'm hipping around Senpai or anything.
No, it's fine.
Nice job. And now it's awkward. I didn't think I'd hit a bullseye. Subaru's quite rude to Akio, but when he's with Juna, he gets surprisingly nervous. I smirk and stretch my arms into the air. I make eye contact with the guard standing at the gate in front of us. When I bow my head to him, he smiles back. We've kind of become familiar with the people here. Not me personally, but the Chuo Tanegashima High Robotics Club as a whole. It's rare for all of the Robotics Club members, Frau excluded, to gather here at the TNSC. We have school on our weekdays. On top of that, dragging yourself all the way here takes at least 30 minutes by scooter, and that's just one way. That goes double for Subaru and Juna, who live in Nakatane. Our school's in the middle of the island. So, they have to come all the way out here, the southern tip, then go all the way back to the center of the island. Plus, Subaru has his old man to deal with, further complicating things. Yeah, so this is definitely the route that Phase 7 definitely seems like it's going to be Frau's route. And I assume that it's probably going to be Subaru's route is after Frau's, and then I assume the final, true ending is probably Akiho's ending. That's what I'm assuming is going to be the case. Juna's in charge of mocap, so she doesn't have anything to do here. Her work is at the old airport. Even Akio goes to the robot clinic on weekdays to process parts for Model 2, so she barely comes here. Thus, we only ever come here on weekdays. And not even every week. It's more like once every 2 weeks. As for what we do, we put Model 2 together. So me and Juna really don't have anything to do here. We go inside the building. Yo! I'm still terrified by the fact that I can look complete horrible viewing point. There's gonna be a jump scare or something that happens here, I feel. This feels like prime opportunity for a jump scare. We go inside the building. Also, legs. Model 2's legs are stored here. They're not even 40 meters tall. 4 meters, not 40. They still can't stand on their own, so they're hanging from the crane up top. An outsider probably wouldn't realize they're robot legs. The ankle joints don't have any motors installed yet. According to Akio, the parts processing is 60% complete. But since we still haven't decided how we're going to drive them, it looks like we can't put the motors in yet.
Ah, you're here early.
Oh, even you have a cute new outfit. Nae-san was waiting for us inside. She got back from Tokyo mid last month and has been supervising us when we work here.
Good morning, Nae-san. Good morning.
Is it just me, or do you have some spare time on your hands, Nae-san? It's the weekend. How about going out and having some fun?
Kaito-kun, you really shouldn't tease older girls like that.
A chill runs down my spine. As much as she has a smile on her face, her eyes are dead serious. Or that's how it feels, at least. I'm sorry. Older girls really are scary.
I'm not letting you off the hook. Time for a tickle attack.
No.
With that, Nae-san extends her hand and starts tickling my sides.
Hey, stop!
I desperately flee from her hand.
Gosh, you're so quick to run away. Boys like you need to be bolder.
Cut me some slack. Still on guard, I distance myself a bit from Nae-san.
Kai, stop being rude to Nae-san. She's going out of her way just to help us out, even on her days off.
Yeah, you're right. I repent. I put my hands up like I'm surrendering. But I still keep my distance in case she tries to tickle me again.
More importantly, we have a little present for you, Nae-san. Huh? A present? Yep, ready? Happy birthday to you! Hey, come on! Everyone's gotta sing! I'm sorry. It's too embarrassing.
Same here. I can't sing after having sustained that tickling.
Wait, this is for my birthday? I'm surprised you knew. Thank you all so much.
Wait, does it actually represent that in her tag? I don't remember what her tag was before. I'm sorry, it's just like it's like, man, I can't wait to see if I remember something. It's like, I don't remember anything. We found out her birthday was on the 9th of November thanks to Chief Sinomiya. Once we found out about half a month ago, we pulled our money together and got her something.
Anyway, happy birthday, Nae-san. This is from all of us. Thank you for everything you've done. The pleasure is all mine. I'm so touched.
Nae-san happily accepts her present. The smile she wears on her face isn't that of a young woman, but rather an innocent little girl.
Can I open it? Of course. Kai picked out.
Yep, went all the way out to Nishinomote to buy it. Nishinomote is the only decent place for shopping on the island.
Wow, these are sunglasses.
They're specifically for cycling. Nae-san's constantly riding around on her bike, so I figured something practical would be best.
They're adorable. Thank you so much. I'll cherish these forever. I know, let's all go cycling together sometime.
We're scooter types.
Oh, right. Then how about using this opportunity to buy nice bicycles?
We're too poor for that. Also, I don't know if Akio and Kaito can even ride bicycles without getting an attack, considering they say a lot of things can activate that can cause them. Regardless, I'm glad Nae-san is happy. I breathe a sigh of relief and look towards Mall 2. Time is slowly but surely moving forward. It felt like it was frozen for a time, yet before I realized, summer blew over a while ago. Now, autumn's coming to a close. No more than 4 months until the expo. Will you really be able to finish this in time? Robot Clinic. From Akio's perspective.
Sparks scatter about. Welding these thick iron plates is my job. The work involves patiently connecting the iron plates in its shape as directed by the blueprints. If I lose focus, its overall strength will take a hit, causing damage once assembled. So I have to be careful. Despite how I might look, I'm pretty experienced at this sort of thing. I've been helping with welding at the Robot Clinic ever since Gunbuild 1. Honestly, I'm pretty confident that I'd do really well if I went to work at a local factory. I know. Even if I don't go to college, I can make a living working somewhere like Kamada Motors. Oh man, Kamada can't refuse me if I really beg him. He's kind of a pushover. I'm sure I could pressure him into hiring me. Alright, that'll be my last resort. And so I continue to focus on my welding work. That's when I feel a light pat on my back. I stop and raise my head. Subaru looked at me with a sour face. What's wrong?
Prez, Doc is calling for you.
Where is he?
Outside.
Doc collapsed in September due to illness and went to Kagoshima for surgery last month. Despite only having been in discharge around 10 days ago, he's even livelier than he was before the surgery. That's how much energy he's recovered. Remember how he raised his voice and berated me for wanting to make Gun Build 2? Saying he'd never cooperate with me again? Yeah, about that, now it's the exact opposite. Not that I'm complaining, I'm not banned from the clinic anymore. If anything, you could probably argue that Doc's been on a bit of a rampage lately.
Okay, that's really interesting. So, I was wondering, like, one thing that I have been finding a bit odd about this game, to be honest with you, is, regarding these endings, I'm gonna put huge quotations over them, over saying endings, because if I'm being honest, I don't know if I'd really call them endings per se. I'd call them more chapters. Because, I mean, let's just take Juna's ending, for example. It literally just left it open, and we're literally continuing off that. The thing is, you could technically get these endings in any order. So what they've done is make it so, like, yeah, the things that happened in the previous quote-unquote endings is still, like, those things still happen, but we're only going to, like, vaguely refer to, like, the outcomes of them. So, like, yeah, Doc feels a lot better now, and he had a whole thing going on, but we're not going to tell you the specifics about the fact that the reason why that all happened is, we're not going to tell you specifically that the reason why he feels so much better is because we helped him with, reconcile with Juna, and Juna's now more comfortable with the club and all that. We're not going to tell you any of that. I don't know, I don't have any problems with it, I just think it's kind of weird. Because again, they don't feel so much like endings, like they're more so just chapters with extra steps.
What are you going to do?
I mean, I have to go. I sigh and stand up. I make my way outside. It's nice out today, warm enough to get by in short sleeves despite being November. But the sun sets early now. It's only around 5, but the sky is already stained orange. I've been sitting and working for a while now, so my back hurts a little. I look up at the dusk sky and stretch out my back.
Yo, what took you so long?
Doc is waiting with a grin on his face. He smells a lot more now. He's not so grumpy these days. I guess he's kind of softened up, but it still doesn't feel right. What's up?
Take a look at this.
Doc pushes a cart from the scrapyard out back. In the cardboard box on top of it is a unique-looking part. It's shaped like a bowl, but it's really big. It could probably hold 30 times as much rice as your average bowl.
What do you think this is?
A parabolic antenna.
Subaru, what are you talking about? Have you gone blind?
I have glasses for a reason, but...
I'm sure you know Robotics Club.
Doc continues to look at me with a grin on his face. Alright, Answer, can you please explain on why you call Subaru by his name but still insist on calling me Robotics Club? You do know I have a name, right?
No. Don't get stuck on the details again. I decided a while ago that I'd call the president of the Robotics Club by Robotics Club. If you got a problem with that, quit being the president.
That's ridiculous.
Anyway, don't change the subject. I asked you, what do you think this is?
Vernier?
I knew I could count on you, Robotics Club.
What's a vernier? Holy moly, Naval Center, Traditional Eastern Medicine is a spot located 5 to 10 centimeters below the navel. Important part of the body, important area where the body's spirit and energy gathers. Mount Miyanoura. It's the tallest mountain in Kyushu. Towering in central Yakushima, the peak rests at an elevation of 1,936. In 1993, the forest surrounding Mount Miyanoura with naturally growing Yakusugi trees were registered as a World Heritage Site. Cape Katakura. located on the southernmost end of Tanegashima. On August 25th, 1543, guns were introduced to Japan by a Portuguese ship that washed ashore on Cape Kotakura. The cape now features a monument for this event, as well as Misaki Shrine, both of which are popular tourist destinations. N1's three-stage, 32-meter-tall rocket developed by NASDA, National Space Development Agency, one of JAXA's predecessors. The first rocket was launched in 1975, and 7 more were launched before its eventual retirement in 1982. Exhibition facility located inside the Tanegashima Space Center. Real satellites are displayed in the museum, as well as full-scale models. The museum is open to the public for a fee, and there's a gift shop. There's always a gift shop. Tanegashima Space Center, operated by JAXA, is one of only 2 rocket launch complexes in Japan, often referred to as TNSC. Established in 1969 by JAXA's predecessor NASDA, the site covers an area of about 9.7 million square meters, located on the southeast coast of Tanegashima. It is known as the most beautiful rocket launch complex in the world due to its beautiful view of the ocean. There are two launch complexes, the Osaki Range and the Takazaki Range. The Takazaki Range is no longer in use as it was only used as a launch site for small rockets. In addition to the launch sites, the complex has a rocket assembly building, a testing center, a command center, an observatory, and the Space Science and Technology Museum, which is open for tourists. Lastly, located on the northern side of the island is the Masuda Tracking and Communications Station and the Nogi Radar Station. And on the western side is the Uchagaoka Radar Station, all of which are part of the Tanegashima Space Center. Comeback, fine game terminology, subliminal messages, hibiscus flowers. Vaki, a fighting manga that was serialized in Weekly Shonen Champion? Treasures. Sorry, no, I'm thinking of something else now. Too full of traffic. No, sorry. I'm thinking of some video. Oh, it just made me think of that for some reason. For over 20 years. With the first chapter being published in 1991, it depicts the countless battles of multiple martial artists fighting to be the strongest in the world. Okay. Deus Ex Machina, God from the machine. I didn't know that's actually what it meant. The phrase is used to refer to something suddenly appearing into the story and moving it forward with absolute godlike power. And a vernier thruster, a small rocket engine. It is called a vernier in the anime Mobile Jacket Gundam, but this is not the name used in reality. It primarily refers to items that are used to control a robot's attitude, not to be confused with altitude. Okay.
He laughs cheerfully and pats my shoulder.
Right on the money. Here's a homemade vernier thruster. This'll go on Model 2 and...
No, it won't. I cut Doc off before he finishes. Gunbuild 2 isn't gonna fly, or even jump.
You modify so it can fly. I wanted to fly.
Gunbuild 2 wasn't built for that. If he flew, his legs would get crushed when he landed.
Now, hold your horses.
Doc interrupts me.
The Space Center has a facility for rocket engine combustion tests, yeah? Just borrow the joint. I'll provide the fuel and...
I told you we're not attaching a vernier.
And how about we attach it to Model 1?
Oh, dearie. Alright, apologies for the random pause. I had to help out family with baby stuff real quick. We're babysitting and they just need help with something.
And how about we attach it to Model 1?
Gunbuild 1's too heavy to fly. Besides, how will we control his attitude?
That's outside my field of expertise.
Wow, you straight up admit it.
Listen, giant robots and vernier thrusters go together. You of all people should get that, Robotics Club.
I get it, of course I do. I know as hard as I can, Super flashes me a cold glare. That's only a mecha anime. Gunbuild 2 doesn't have the ability to fly. If we built him under the assumption that he would fly, sure, we need verniers. But we didn't.
And it doesn't have to fly.
Huh?
It doesn't have to fly, just do fuel injection with the vernier thrusters. By the way, I'll be attaching a total of 10 vernier thrusters.
6 on the back?
Hell no, 4.
Then 3 on each half. Talk about high mobility. I try imagining the form.
super thick legs, the calves would be thicker than the left thighs. I'm getting fired up.
We'll give it a hover function while we're at it, and move it around with linear propulsion. Not bad, right?
Like you used me as a springboard. In that case, we should paint the body black and purple to... Subaru clears his throat as loudly as possible.
What are you two talking about?
The black TriStars.
Utter nonsense.
Subaru's cold gaze quickly returns me to my senses. Right, yeah, that's nonsense. Doc, we're not equipping him with verniers. I mean it.
Yeah, you kids are lame.
I love this new doc.
You kids suck. You don't want to super... I want to attach a gun to it. You told me you wanted to attach a gun to your old robot. I wanted a cannon. I had a railgun design already prepped. I'm still gonna make it. I'm gonna attach it when you aren't looking. I'll create the greatest robot ever.
If you have any time to make verniers, make the parabolic antenna. One with a clean mirror surface and no distortion.
How much?
Huh?
I'll do it for the right price, but it's gonna cost you.
My ridiculous order comes with an equally ridiculous price. I recoil and flee into the store. Tuck has gone too energetic.
Agreed.
It's actually kind of a pain. Plus, he keeps bringing up ideas that he totally knows hit my strike zone. We can't underestimate Doc. I never knew he was such a mad scientist.
I too thought he was more of a serious engineer. I'm quite disappointed. The stupidity radiating off the two of you while you talked made me dizzy.
I dare you say that to his face.
No. I refuse.
I'm smarter than that.
Subaru sits down on a stool, a composed expression on his face.
Besides, how can you be so calm when Model 2's assembly is so far behind schedule?
Well, I'm sure things will work out as long as we combine all our powers. Plus, the processing of parts is already about 60% complete. Once assembly begins in earnest, we'll be done in no time. Yep.
In that case, I recommend going to persuade Furuguri immediately.
For the drive system? An electric motor or hydraulic motor, we still haven't decided, so we can't move forward. I get it. We're waiting on Doc to finish his tests, right?
You really think that's going to be usable? If you put all your eggs into one basket and that thing ends up being a bust, it's just going to be more work.
The thing that Subaru is talking about, well, it's the monopole that Kai found. When Doc got discharged 10 days ago, I made up my mind and tried discussing the strange material with him.
What the hell is this?
A monopole, or so I've been told.
I've never seen such a ridiculous thing in my whole life. I'm damn shocked you've been carrying this around. It could explode and take all Tanegashima with it.
Is it seriously that dangerous?
Hell if I know. How could I? This is the first in human history.
Think we could use this for Gunbuild 2's electric motor? Could you look into it? In secret from JAXA. Please.
Now this is what I'm talking about. I never thought I'd get this excited at my age. Looks like that surgery was completely worth it. And you want me to look into this thing in secret? Don't blame me if you regret it. This really is a monopole. It might be a double-edged sword or Pandora's box. That's how ridiculous this could be. Naturally, if word of its existence gets leaked, it could cause conflict on a global scale. This little sucker could bring vast wealth, but it could also bring enough misery to make all that worthless. Are you sure about this?
Yeah. If we can use the move Gunbuild 2, let's do it.
I don't know if you're fearless, got nerves of steel, or if you're just plain stupid.
Once the expo is over, we're going to bring it to a proper research organization. and I only plan to use it for gun build 2.
Alright, give me some time. Also make this the Robotics Club's little secret. Don't go telling anyone. Definitely not that bastard Mitsuhiko. He's a goddamn idiot. I'll let you know when I'm done looking into it. Till then, don't even mention the multiple to me. Got it?
And so we've been waiting on Doc to finish his research. Whether we'll be able to use the monopole in an electric motor, that'll have a huge effect on the drive system. But we've gotta convince Frabao to help us. Subaru nods.
Whether Model 2 moves or not is completely dependent on Sprung.
No matter what the research results are, Model 2 systems will be built by Frabao. If Frabao doesn't do the work, Gun Build 2 will never be complete. Her role is huge. I've already attempted to get her to help on multiple occasions, but Frabao's completely closed herself off as of late. I mean, she was always a shut-in, but now it's even worse than before. She won't even let Kai, the person closest to her, into her room anymore. Though I don't know what those two were up to when they were alone.
Not to mention the expo inspections next month.
General public giant robot entries have 2 inspections, one 2 months prior and one right before. It's a special rule for this year's expo. The first inspection only requires us to send in a video. We need to show the robot moving properly and explain our theme for it. As president, I'll be the one handling the latter. That's a written submission. By the way, I decided on the theme. Bringing all of humanity, peace, and courage through the power of love and justice. So how's it? What do you think? Sounds like a mecha anime, right?
It's nonsense. What an overplayed ancient concept. What is this, the Stone Age? Are you even taking this seriously?
Wait, Murgurgur. Murgurgur. It's suddenly bravely default.
Why does he have to be so merciless? Murgurgur. There's no way this punk has any friends. Anyway, putting it aside, I gotta do something about Frabao. But what can I even do? I'm not feeling too confident about this. So, that's why I'm leaving the convincing of Frabao to you, Kai.
Damn. Alright, first off, I think we actually do have weeks to respond to. Yeah, November 13th. What is a mad scientist? Someone said it's the kind of person who gets mad if you call them Chunibyo. Oh my god, wait. Wait. I feel like I know where this is heading. Someone once said that it's... So, what I'm getting at it here is, last time we did this in Phase 6, we got an achievement where somehow Sister Centipede connected us to freaking Takumi from Chaos Head Noah, which, don't know how that happened, but Lightning Fast Nightheart could only be freaking in Takumi. Assuming that each chapter has something like that, it's probably going to be a reference to a different character in one of these games. This is going to be someone from Steins Gate, isn't it? It's going to be freaking, what? It's going to be... There's only 3 people I feel like it could be. It could be either... It's either going to be Okabe, Daru, or Kurusu. Oh, no. Anyways, it doesn't say anything for this one. I think this is the first time in 2.5 years that I felt this fulfilled since I joined Robotics Club. Oh, it's so fun. I wish to start 2 years ago. Moewaki Senpai. Are you watching? Robotics Club is finally moving forward. Say for yourself, someone, and will knock you off your feet with a sweeping, fierce kick. Glad you're having fun. You look better when you're carefree about making robots and when you're hesitant in a good way. Who is he? I think it's fun too. I would never have felt that like this in Karate. The working together as part of a team thing is wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, do you know what is the most important when it comes to operating a hobby robot? Yes, the control system. If that is made firmly, it can easily cover any hardware handicap. However, if the control system is bad, you'll only make a bad robot no matter how much you spend. I'm beyond thrilled that you understand the fun of being in the robotics club. Doc turned into a mad scientist. What is a mad scientist? Blah, blah, blah. Got a birthday gift from the kids on the island. So happy. I'll keep it safe. The mystery behind the hidden subliminal messages in the final episode of Gunvarl. Analyzing team, is it done yet? There are 19 total hidden one-frame steganography subliminal messages, right? I'm pretty sure since they took this much time and many people analyzed it. I think the steganography subliminal messages are an image of a ruin somewhere, but I doubt there is anyone that knows all the ruins in Japan. It's not sure that the steganography subliminal messages are located in Japan. There's a chance it can be overseas. Power of the internet is amazing, but we still have a hard time solving this. There's too much to look for it in the world. Over it, off to sleep. Wonder what the numbers mean. Numbers under the subliminal messages mean something. There has to be a meaning behind it. I want to try to analyze the numbers, but I don't know where to start. Maybe the numbers count down to the end of the world. It's the day when the solar storm is hitting. Somebody reports the police is creepy. The police ain't gonna deal with this. Can I interact with this? Like this link? Just to check. At least I was gonna pull it up, but now my iPad's off. iPad. Well, I don't want to just sit here and wait. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay, never mind. We're good. Yeah, click that. Go back to here. And let's continue.
So that's why I'm leaving the convincing of Frab out to you, Kai.
Aki-chan, exactly how many years have you been my neighbor?
After school, Akio asked me to persuade Frau to help, so I decided to teach her a lesson yet again. If you want me to do something for you, face me in a match. If you win, I'll do whatever you ask.
I knew you'd say that.
One of these days, you'll learn. How many times have we repeated this exact interaction in the past?
I can't win against you, Kai. Oh, maybe I should call Nai-san.
What did she just say? Why did her name come up now? Akio notices my agitation and smiles triumphantly.
Have you heard? Nai-san's already risen to around 200th place on the leaderboards. She's really strong.
I know this all too well, and there's no way she's stopping at 200th place. If she plays seriously, she could easily make her way into the top 10. I've played against Nai-san a lot, and even I only managed to win around 6 out of 10 matches. She's a hard fight. Against me, second best in the world. Did Akio catch wind of that? No, it's possible that Nai-san told her herself. After all, she's at TNSC a lot nowadays, what with building Model 2 and all. If she used Nai-san, and even if I limited to one round, I've got a risky 40% chance of losing. And 40% is higher than the batting average of a professional batter in baseball.
So, you'll be coming with me to the Space Center tomorrow.
Are you gonna have Nai-san take your place?
Don't you dare whine about this being unfair. It's your fault for being too strong.
How's this my fault? I worked hard to get where I am. Fine. I'll go with you to TNSC tomorrow. Be sure to arrange for a match. If possible, I want to go at least 50 rounds or more.
Whoa, I didn't think I'd get an okay out of you that easily. What's going on? Did something happen? Are you plotting something?
No, not at all. Why is she so surprised when she's the one who suggested this? I glanced at her sly rascal of a president standing up from the shade of the tree.
Going somewhere?
To see Kona-chan, I need to convince her to help, right?
Huh?
Look, if I face Nison, I'll end up being in a 7-3 or a 6-4 matchup. There's no chance of me winning every fight. In that case, it'll be easier if I get your request done now.
Amazing! I've never seen you break so easily before. Sweet! All hail Nison! But wait, if you're going to convince Frau to help now, what's the point in fighting Nison tomorrow?
Whoa, don't be ridiculous, Aki-chan. As far as I'm concerned, a match against Nison is more exciting than a match with your average high ranker. I'd play against her all day long if I could. So you better not break your promise, got it?
Isn't me or have the means switch places with the ends?
I head toward the hangar, leaving Akio dumbfounded behind me. Don't worry about it. Wrong button. There we go. The runway is getting cold. He was the club president until last year. Moaki Senpai. How could you forget a weird person like him? Can't believe it. Say hi to Frau. Do I need to answer this? The runway is getting cold. If we're just motion capturing, you don't need to be on the runway. Surely. I pressed the intercom button, then checked the contents of the plastic bag I'm holding. I went to buy some refreshments at Mizuka-san's store before coming here. Mainly some flavored breads, snacks, and juice. I'll use these to lure our little shut-in princess out from the shadows. It's actually been a while since I visited Frau's place. We talk on Tweepo all the time, but it's been 2 or 3 months since we met in person. I've actually swum by several times, but Frau kept pretending to be out. She's a shut-in, so if she doesn't answer the intercom, she's either sleeping or ignoring me. And so, after a while, I sort of just stopped coming over. Which brings us to now. Part of that is due to this place being so close to the hangar. If I can drop in at any time, I can put it off for another day, right? Then it just snowballs out of control. So, will she answer the intercom today or what? If not, I'll go watch Juna do her mocap work at the hangar and prepare for my matches with Naya-san tomorrow. That's my real objective anyway. I can't wait for tomorrow. That's how starved I am for a good match I am. Oh, I just heard some noise coming over that intercom speaker. I guess Frau's actually awake. I didn't expect you to answer.
Yashio-senpai. Why are you here?
Frau sounds like she's on the verge of death. You don't sound so good. Don't tell me you haven't been eating. Kona-chan?
I'm hungry.
I figured as much. Well, I brought food. Will you let me in? I even found some Kagoshima exclusive sweet potato flavored Pocky.
That sounds really sweet. I refuse.
And yet the entrance automatically opens.
This is what you call being tsundere.
I'll never be able to keep up with this girl. Hello! It's like a freezer in here. It's the first thing that comes to mind every time I visit. It's just that cold. Yet her loungewear leaves her shoulders exposed, not to mention she's still wearing sweat shorts as if it was still summer. She isn't even wrapped in a blanket as she stares at her Pokémon. Her face is lifeless and pale. She has large, dark circles under her eyes. Frau legit looks ill. Either that, or she hasn't eaten in days. Frau seems to be pretty incapable of self-care after all. If I left her like this, she'd probably drop dead in the space of a month. I brought refreshments.
This is no time for snacks.
I place the bag at Frau's feet, but she doesn't even look at it. What about being hungry?
Rosetta, show Senpai some hospitality.
Frau says, ignoring the snacks.
Hello, Yashio-san.
I hear a voice coming from Frau's Pokecom. Though I can't see the screen due to the way she's holding it.
Would you like some warm corn soup?
Huh, the bot has a corn soup making function. How convenient. Alright, sure.
I see. However, I cannot make corn soup. Please help yourself.
Never mind. What a useless bot. So, what are you doing, Kona-chan? Frau takes a small breath.
More importantly, Yashio-senpai, I have a little request, please.
With upturned eyes, she bends towards me.
Please. Okay.
Why is she breathing so heavily? What is it? Depending on the request, I might have you battle me.
Let me lick your fingers a little.
No! Stay away, you demon! Demon! Really are perfect, Kona-chan.
No, I'm not. This is a basic human instinct, or a part of our fundamental identity. You know, like how babies suck their thumbs. Why? Because they're spoiled brats, that's why. Great self-hate, May, I can relate. Anyway, licking your fingers is like a tranquilizer for me, in a sexual way.
So, it is sexual in the end. Out of the question. Good grief. I'm so exasperated that I don't even want to continue talking. That said, Frau seems a little more hyper than usual. To calm myself, I open the pocket and pull out a stick. I offer some to Frau, and she obediently takes two and starts buying away at them.
Senpai, do you know what a festival is?
Of course I do. We had the Yoraiki festival this past summer. Duh. We even saw the fireworks from here.
Not that kind of festival. The internet kind.
Ah, that. That's when a lot of people start posting like crazy on text boards and Tweepo when some major incident happens, right?
I'm impressed, Senpai.
Well, I am a Tweepo user. That stuff is pretty basic.
During a festival, people of all types start recklessly vomiting out their opinions on an incident or event. They don't even try to find out if the info's true or made up. And then there's the scum that replies to them on instinct. There's even a special kind of trash to make it their mission to dox and leak details when they don't have anything to do with it.
What's your point?
I'm talking about the pile of human garbage piling up around Gumvarl's final episode. They're just pieces of trash enjoying the chaos. Granted, I used to troll alongside that trash. In other words, I'm the worst of them all.
Frau smiles with only her lips. Her eyes red from a lack of sleep or from crying.
But ironically, in times like these, they prove to be the most helpful. I'm serious. To be honest, their passion is out of this world. The definition of wasted talent. They're more skilled than your average hacker. At Chandler's technological prowess is the world's finest. I'm so goddamn hyped.
So, did those Gunvarl fans do something? I haven't talked about the Gunvarl leak with Frau, not even once. If what she told me before about her mom is true, this could be a clue as to her whereabouts. Like finding your mom or something. I get it. Were the clues in the final episode? I try shooting straight with her, and she replies with a grin.
That's right. What of it?
Huh. I wasn't expecting her to be so honest with me.
Though I still have no clue where Mama is. It's Gigi Nori. But there was a message that I don't think anyone but Mama could have left.
A message.
Subliminal. Password. Dark past.
I'm not getting what you mean.
I summed it up in 3 lines.
Feel free to use more than 3 lines, please.
In other words, you want me to talk more with me? Yes? In secret. Just the 2 of us. What kind of a rogue is this?
Could you please try to stay on topic just this once? Frau's expression stiffened for a moment, as if she's about to start crying. She even has that expression now. But that expression quickly turns into a pow as if to express how fed up she was. Maybe I was just imagining things.
Do you know the deets about the final episode?
I got the gist of her from Monkey-chan. I know it totally ignored the series story and suddenly became a tale about the world being destroyed or something. And everyone but the protagonist died, if I remember correctly. The reason I have it committed to memory is because it's so similar to the Kimijima reports. It's already November 2019. In 2 months, that's it. A large-scale solar storm hit North America, and while there wasn't any terrorism, there were riots. If that solar storm is the one in the Kimijima reports, at the very least we should be safe this year. But who knows? I might be overthinking it. I hope so, at least.
The story content actually doesn't matter. The important parts are in the subliminal images, Noob.
I heard there were subliminal messages mixed in there.
Very obviously, at that. Originally, the final episode was only 4.5 minutes long. I caught up in edited video.
What in the hell?
There were a total of 19 points where ambiguous images were inserted into the timeline.
A rocket launch, a man, what looks like a nuclear explosion cloud, or at least just a normal explosion cloud, I don't know. Is that like an Aztec temple? And then I see the 107 building on the bottom left. Bottom right, no idea, and all the other images are covered up.
Specifically, Shibuya's 107, a space shuttle, black and white photos from World War II, the face of Fukuzawa Yukichi. Completely bland and inoffensive images. Also, the image quality was terrible, full of static. If you remove the static from the images and correct their levels.
You found something weird in them?
Of course not.
Really?
They were all just regular images. But there's something strange in the film.
Not the images, but the film. What do you mean?
At first, the analysis team. I don't mean that like a special police team or a dedicated research organization or anything like that.
For some reason, Frau blushes and squirms around.
There's just the human garbage that gathered together for the festival. Naturally, the analysis team focused on the subliminally inserted images at first, but that was a trap. So the leaked footage was 120 frames per second.
FPS. The amount of frames per second, right? Kill Ballad, for example, runs at 60 FPS.
100 FPS is too smooth, too moist, hot and decent. Save that for the eroge.
No preferred delusions, please?
Anyway, hypersmooth videos like that are pretty rare. And it's pointless making an anime with a frame rate like that. The existing episodes of Gambaro aren't that smooth. So why was the final leaked episode running at 120 FPS?
Beats me.
Because each frame is shorter compared to a video running at 60 FPS, SMH. 120 FPS, each frame is only shown for about 0.007 seconds.
That's short. I'm not even sure I could deal with that even if I use slow-mo.
It was hidden in that 0.007 seconds.
What was?
Another subliminal message.
Another?
The images I mentioned before, like Yukichi, Fukuzawa, and Shibuya 107, were about 4 frames long. So what happens if one of those 4 frames contained another mysterious image?
Was there one?
The images were already full of static, and since it was 1 frame hidden in 4, nobody noticed for several days. So the extra hidden image ended up being even more strange. Take a look.
Frau shows the image on her Pokecom screen. Hmm? Oh. What the heck? A destroyed area.
This is the image in question. An image of the inside of some ruined house. Its location isn't specified. Even the maniacs from aggregator sites who searched through over 100,000 abandoned houses nationwide have no clue where it is.
So is this a dead end?
Not quite. Hold on. Look at this.
It's the image of the ruined house. Frau points to a white wall. B.
What do you think about this pattern?
Feels out of place. It's a B.
This was edited into the photo after the fact. Wouldn't it be crazy if this pattern resembled the alphabet?
The alphabet. It kinda looks like a distorted B.
Correct. Let me lick your fingers.
Away, pervert, away!
There were an additional 18 images hidden in the initial set of subliminal images.
B. O.
They were all images from inside ruin-like locations.
B. B. I. C. D. A. H. P. E. U. Y. W. N. I. F. A. S. V. T. O. So, what words could you create with that?
And every image had similarly distorted alphabet letters chopped into them.
Do they form some kind of message?
Nope, not at all.
Huh.
They don't even form words.
Frau taps away on her Pokegum and displays the next image.
Here, look. By the way, you reversed the order of the subliminal images that appear from start to finish in the episode?
Reverse them? This is also convoluted. So, what do these alphabet letters form?
A password.
For what? It's here that Frau goes silent. Kona-chan?
I seriously didn't think they'd be able to find something like this. It's the dark past even I had no idea about.
Dark past, huh? Frau said something like that before, but what exactly is she referring to?
Koguri Minami's dark past. Or I guess Furuguri Minami's.
Koguri Minami? She was the director of the Gunvoral anime. And her real name is Furuguri Minami, Frau's mom.
She had a personal homepage that's been left abandoned for over 20 years now.
Your mom did? Frau nods.
A homepage she created back when she was still in high school and creating doujinshi for Kamema. By the way, when the site was located, there had been about 700 total visitors. Now, with all the traffic from aggregator sites, the counter just keeps going up and up. It contains illustrations of manga she drew at the time, even some girly poems.
Sleepless Travelers. Thanks for your help at the event a few days ago. I'm surprised it's all still there.
It's a mystery to me, too. Normally by now it'd be a dead link. It's weird. Who's been paying for the usage fees?
Wait a sec. Something about this seems familiar. That's right, the Mimitani Community Center! That's right. Why, that place is also still being kept on. The power of it is still being kept on, so who's paying for that? That place has been abandoned for years and yet still has running electricity. The bill is being paid by a company in Tokyo that owns it. There's something fishy about all of this.
There was also a message board. There are about 80 posts on there.
When was the most recent one?
March 2019.
Did your mom write anything there?
Of course, pretty much all the posts were made by Furuguri Minami 20 years ago. The one from 2019 was spam, though.
Ugh, I should have known better.
However, there was just one post on the board, number 57. It was written by Koguri Minami rather than Furuguri Minami. It was posted October 4th, 2015. 2 weeks after the cancellation of the final Gunvarl episode.
I nervously gulp.
2 weeks after Mama disappeared. 11 days after the crash of 15.
Crash of 15? What's that have to do with this?
By the way, my real name? Kona. In Japanese, you can read it as 57, right?
Oh.
It's so perfect it makes me sick.
How these things all relate depends entirely on what Frau says next. Just continue.
Kaguri Minami's post contained a link. Not a direct link. The H at the beginning was removed. I'm sure you get the rest.
I actually don't.
The URL leads to a password input screen. Why? The input field looks about 19 characters long no matter how you slice it. Thank you very much.
Then the letters from the last episode.
After entering the password, there was a message from Mama written on the storyboard paper. A pic.
Don't tell me it was her last will and testament. What was written on it?
How about seeing for yourself?
Frau shows me her Pokecom screen again. It's a note scrawled on storyboard paper. It says, Gunvaro is a brainwashing device, propaganda. There will be multiple terrorist attacks around the world at the same time a solar storm hits. I fled in order to prevent it. They still exist. Everyone's dead. Someone stopped them. Project Adam isn't over. No way. This can't be. It can't.
Project Adam.
Frau starts breathing heavily again as she speaks. That's right. It's written right there. It's the same, the exact same as the Kimijima reports.
That's the big mystery. It makes you want to fly across the sky. La 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 la.
Oh, I get it. Frau's anticlimactic reaction is because I still haven't told her what I know about Project Adam from the Kimijima reports. Project Adam. It's a part of the human domestication project designed to use a solar storm to kill 5 billion people. Project Adam was supposed to go down in 2015 and Kaguri Minami fled in order to stop it. Is that it? So why is she the key to it starting? She knew that her existence somehow would cause it. So, but why? Why is she the key? Why would she be the one that starts it? Gunvaro is a brainwashing tool? Brainwashing. My mind immediately jumps to the Tavistock Institute. Are you telling me that they had a hand in the creation of Gunvaro? Then that would mean that they had some endgame in mind for brainwashing people. That's absurd, but it lines up too perfectly with what's written in the Kimijima reports. I can't brush it off. Is this a trap? Is someone setting a trap for me? But here's the thing. I'm pretty sure I'm the only person who knows about the Kimijima reports in all of Japan. Plus, why lay such a complex trap just for me? All they'd have to do is seal my mouth shut. All they'd have to do to seal my mouth shut is just kill me, much like they did with Kimijima Co. Does that mean there are other people like me who have picked up on this, and this is just a diversion? I don't know. There's no way to know. This could just be me overthinking it. But one thing is clear. Kimijima Co and Kaguri Minami. These two share multiple connections. They both fled from someone or something. They both came to Tanegashima. They both died mysteriously, while in Kaguri Minami's case vanished. And they both accused the Tavistock Institute of being involved in a conspiracy. It all lines up too perfectly. I doubt this is simply a coincidence. If this isn't some trap, that means they're both telling the truth. Massive worldwide terrorism accompanying a solar storm and the deaths of 5 billion people. I'm covered in cold sweat. And I suddenly realize my throat is bone dry. I pop open the fruit sour melon I brought with me and chug it. Kaguri Minami's hidden message just made the Kimijima reports that much more credible. This is on a completely different level than when the final episode of Gunvaro leaked. That's right. This isn't just some conspiracy theory anymore. Kimijima Co. wasn't just writing delusions. The Committee of 300 and the Tavistock Institute actually have a grand plan. Even now in 2019, Project Atom is still trucking along. They still exist. Project Atom isn't over. I can't help but read over those hastily scrawled letters over and over. I need to hurry and find the rest of the Kimijima reports. I'd given up on collecting them all after seeing how absurd number 5's flags were, but no longer. While I sit here, they're out there fast-tracking the end of the goddamn world. I glance at Frau. She's still grinning, gazing down at her Pokégon. I have no idea what's so funny. Is there any proof that this is for sure a message from your mom?
The storyboard paper had Mom's signature. Also, the storyboard paper was the kind that she always used. Oh, and that was definitely her handwriting. Mama's handwriting is terrible. It'd make kindergartners deathly scared.
Seriously, what's so funny? So you finally found some clues related to your mom. Do you think they'll help you find her?
Obviously not.
Why does she seem so calm about this? Why isn't she more frantic? Frau keeps joking about everything. It's almost like she doesn't think much of her own mom. I just don't understand Anju Kojiro, Frau. Or should I say Furuguri Kona?
However, I will say that the info-gathering skills of this festival participants have been abnormal. Even I didn't know she left behind a message like that 4 years ago, after she vanished. That's why I'm sure it'll all be exposed eventually. Even if nobody knows right now. The fact that over 10 members of the Gambaro production staff died will come to light pretty soon. There'll be at least 100 threads on that channel painting Kaguri Minami as the perp. Then Gambaro will become a social phenomenon again for the first time in 4 years, and copies will start selling like hotcakes again. Easy money. Cry harder, Gambaro haters.
Frau's as excitable as ever. Regardless of how negative the info is, she did get some new clues about her mom. Maybe this is her idea of optimism? Or maybe she's just an idiotic pervert with a busted personality.
More importantly, Yashi-senpai, why did you come here today?
Crap, that's right, I came here for a reason.
I bet you're here to attack and take advantage of me while I'm hungry and weak. How dare you! Besides, boys shouldn't be forcing themselves on girls. It's wrong. We should force themselves on our boys, SMH.
What is she talking about?
That's right, 4 Eyes. Bring 4 Eyes here. Then I'll have him force himself on you. Hurry up. It'll be our fault if something happens.
I'd be an idiot if I went along with this delusional pervert silliness, so I cut straight to the point. I'm here on orders from Madam President. I'm here to convince you to create Model 2's drive system. Frau hears my words and smiles happily.
So he said, delivering his confusing testimony.
No, I'm pretty sure nothing about it was confusing.
Sure, if you say so. In your mind, that is.
I guess she has no intention of hearing me out. Whatever, I figured it'd turn out like this. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and end it here for today. Thank you all so much for watching, hope you enjoyed, and hope to see you all later. Peace.